Welcome to the Birns Sawyer Master Series of Filmmaking. My name is Allen Daviau. I'm a cinematographer, and today we're going to talk with Joe Tawil regarding color and the control of color in the making of motion pictures. And I think something that people should understand, that a cinematographer needs to establish sort of a ground rule in the making of the color balance of a print or a digital copy of their work. And we use to do this a grayscale. And I have a calibrated grayscale that has steps from white to black through gray, including a Kodak, what I want to say, a 22-step step wedge, and some color steps that give us primary colors and complementary colors. The reason I put so much importance on using a grayscale as a reference for the laboratory is that it gives me a ground zero, a point of departure to judge what the color should look like in the scenes in the film. And by photographing this grayscale in a normal color temperature light, I call that 3000 Kelvin when I'm working with tungsten light. I call it 5400 Kelvin when I'm working with daylight. But by photographing the grayscale at a normal color temperature, asking the lab to render this a neutral gray in the dailies or in digital copies later on, I'm able to say that then whatever follows in that same scene will be of the appropriate colors, if I want indeed to stay exactly normal. Later on, I may choose to shift that color a little bit in a warm or a cool direction, but that becomes a creative choice and not a technical accident. And by having the assurance of a gray grayscale, I know that it's the result of what I wanted to photograph and not somebody guessing later and turning knobs and putting filters in that we didn't intend. So cinematographers control the color reaction of film by balancing to a grayscale. And I think this is something that's very, very basic, and you use it as the starting point on any picture that you make.